Hello, everybody. Guess what? It is Thursday, and I don't know about y'all, but my kids are out of school tomorrow, and I'm like, yes. Okay, I'm so excited. I'm just chit chatting, but we get to the nitty gritty in 2 minutes. This is all we do, okay? We get to the nitty gritty. So if you ever come in and I'm just chit chatting, I haven't got to the nitty gritty until like 2 minutes. But I hope y'all day is going well. If it's not, you got a couple more hours. You can go back to sleep and you can redo it tomorrow if God's will. Okay. Only in God's will. But, don't hold that. Don't go to bed angry. Don't go to bed like your day haven't been the day that you want it to be. It's okay. You can start all over tomorrow. That's the best part about going to bed at night. We got another chance to do it over. We can do it better. But I do want to talk about, I have road rage. Not like, not seriously bad road rage. I have road rage, like terrible. So this morning, I was riding behind somebody that was with it. Okay. And we saw this car. I think we all saw this car besides the white car. The white car was just being a butthole. He was just driving under the speed limit. Not over, but under. Like actually like the speed limit was like 45 and he was doing like 39. And that was aggravating the person in front of me, but also it's aggravating me because this person beside me is trying to rush to drive in between me and this other car. And I'm like, dude, you know that you needed this spot anyway. So why are you trying to, so we just let him. So this was a turning lane and he's in the turning lane trying to cut in between anybody. And like the white car been driving under the speed limit for a very long time. He suddenly got some speed now. He suddenly got some speed and the black car is not having it and I'm not having it. So it was like that. So my day was ever since that happened, I felt like the good guys won because this jerk right here knew that he needed this. He wanted to, he needed this road, but he wanted to try to cut. So, good guys win again. Well, he was just being a pain in the butt. I think everybody was just being a pain in the butt. Even the person that was trying to get over, and instead of him just going in the back of the line, he wanted to be the line leader, but he couldn't. He couldn't get it. Okay, it's okay. But I wanted to talk to y'all about one thing, one amazing thing. Simone, did she get canceled from Wilding Out, or is she like sat down for a show because of Danny Lynn, or is she canceled? Because if she got canceled from the show, like she's no longer on the show, I don't think it would have been Danny Lynn. Hey, how y'all doing? I don't think it's Danny Lynn. I think she got X out because they was probably tired of her, you know, her personality, her TV personality. I don't think she got exit out the whole show because of Danny Lynn. And she's supposed to have been a guest. That don't even make sense to me because I don't know if anybody follow Zoe. Zoe was like really like telling some secrets about the show Wild 'N Out one time. And, he was just in there, having a conversation. He was like, those people that sitting in those audience are tough. Like they're not nice at all. Like they'll say a joke and they all think it's funny. Like they'll do a rehearsal and they think it's all funny and it'll be crickets. Like, and she just seemed like the type that she most likely people really don't care for her in the background. season to come back. Well, she said in her interview with Tamara Hall, I know her name is Tamara or Tamara Hall. She said that she was exit out the show. She didn't say anything about audition. She said the producers teamed up with Danny Lynn, and that didn't sound right because, believe it or not, if you think about it, I would assume that Spoken Reason would get Emmanuel fired for him being a guest at Wild 'N Out. That's what's me thinking that. Like, I would personally think that, those two would probably, Manuel will probably lost his job because of Spoken Reason. Because I wouldn't think that Spoken Reason would want to be on the show with Emmanuel. But that didn't sound right to me. I was like, girl, did you just get exit out? They didn't call you back? Because that's what it sounds like. It sounds very like, let me blame somebody else. And that's where I wanted to go. Like, I don't think people understand. Yeah, I don't think they understand they're not good enough because everything is supposed to be given to them. Yeah, I mean, maybe it's her personal season. It's time for her to go. And you're right. But I think she got a new show with Kim Cole. So I don't think it's her season there anymore. But still, I wouldn't come on here and saying that somebody, Danny Lynn. I can see a Beyonce. I can see if she had a love affair with Jay-Z and Beyonce said, nope, I'm not going on this show unless you fire her. I can see that. But not Danny Lynn. What song did she wrote? What song is her song? And I'm not talking about features with Chris Brown. I'm just saying, like, what is her song? What stands out besides having a baby with the baby? That's odd. That was so funny coming out my mouth. She's having a baby with the baby. That sounds weird and awkward. But yeah, I just don't see. And like you said, I'm not really a big fan of neither one of them. Yeah, so I would not expect her to still want to do Wild 'N Out. Because I would think anything right then and there, you just named all this stuff that she's got her lined up for, that it will mess up her brand for anything that she says during Wild 'N Out. If that makes sense. Like, why would you worry about Wild 'N Out now? But it just, she said that she was not on the roster, so I don't know. But I didn't know that. Well, Zoe did say they have to audition, and sometimes they automatically know that they're going to come back. I think they just play fair and play nice so everybody can get a fair option, I guess. But yeah, I wanted to talk about that. Like, it wasn't nothing serious. It was just like, did she get exit? That sounded like an ex move. Like, the people didn't want her back. But if she had all that lined up, girl, let Wild 'N Out go. And they only feeding you KFC chicken, a 2-piece chicken. Now let me stop. I ain't gonna start no rumors. Oh, the Asian, the nail tech, Mimi. Ew. Ew. No. No. Not 11 baby mama. Ugh. Nick Cannon is like Charlie Murphy. No, I'm sorry. Lord rest his soul. Charlie Wilson to Simone. Well, you know what? I'm not a big Wild 'N Out fan. I was never really a Wild 'N Out fan. And be honest with you, I'm not gonna lie. I think what turned me off from Wild 'N Out was Jessica Hilarious. I People might love her, but I don't think she's funny. I think at the time she copied a lot of people's material and then slapped it as her own by, her accent and just the way she talks. That's all she did. She just used somebody else's content and then slapped it on as her own. But these was great rappers. You naming Nick Cannon. I don't even remember one song with Nick Cannon. Y'all, okay, now I don't remember nothing. Only Drumline. That's the only thing I remember. I don't remember nothing else. I think The Boys, I don't know if y'all ever seen this Disney movie called Holes. That's like one of my favorite adult movies from I was an adult when that movie came out. And those rappers, those little kids rappers, I think sound better than Nick Cannon. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I don't know where they are. I don't know where they are. At the end they was rapping at the ending credits. I think they sound better. So the men, they get to stay in the better hotels. Like oh, you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. When you're dealing with like Hollywood, now you reading, you just said that, right? But can you imagine like who was it? It was Vesta Williams. I don't know if y'all ever know this person or heard her, but she talked about like the people like doing contracts and doing promotions and all that stuff. They had a hold on like her money. So she would basically be staying at these little rinky-dink hotels or somewhat, she call it now rinky-dink, but she won't say it now, she passed away. But she said when she was alive, they would stay at like a decent, at the time it was a suite, and a suite was just like, oh my gosh, they got a refrigerator and stuff like that, and they will take it out their budget. So basically they was literally barely getting pennies. That's what happened to TLC. And I don't think these people actually read their contracts because they go hard on other social medias. And I'm like, oh. Not the happy rap. Yeah, because TLC was talked about them going to a hotel, and when they found out what was part of their budgeting, they had to pay for the soap that they would get free from the hotel. Like, they would charge them hotel soap. Like, yeah, like even though that's part of the room experience, I was like, wow. But if they don't know their contract, and I'm gonna say some of them are very much basic. Like Zoe said, he was like, that's the reason why I have to come back on YouTube. Like, I'm starting to see they don't make money. It's probably hard for them to make money. And I think it's probably hard for them to, get a decent, something credible, because it's typecast. But Belda, I'm gonna ask you a question. Me and you are sisters from everybody, all right? We're mermaids. Yeah, I see you on there. The Missing Kates, um, Lovelace, TMR. Do you feel like Mimi got a kept man as well? Because he just don't seem right to me. I really don't like that relationship. I really don't. And you know what? Believe it or not, about the contract, do you think they think then they're automatically going to get some type of success because they're on TV? Do you think they take time to read a contract? These are kids that's like, they're YouTube sensations. I don't think they learned the hard way. Or, people always, it's not that. Believe it, I don't know if he has a rich family. I don't follow, but I do follow her Instagram. And he just be like, he reminds me of her ex situation. He just reminds me of that. Like, he lingers like that. Yeah, you're right. Because when Zoe was talking about it one day, he was talking about, you know, he couldn't talk too much because I think he's on contract, but he was just like, it's not that great. It's not that good. Okay. I don't know. He just seems, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I probably watched her when she was going through that breakup, and there you go again, Bella. You see what I'm saying? Like, she covered for him. She basically told the world one thing, and then she had to unravel it to make it so she can tell her story. And I just hope that she don't have to do this with this guy. But you said, I don't know. It just, I don't know. He just seems. Girl, he been doing that all the time, girl. He just started. He been doing that on her. But be honest with you, I don't know how start. Well, I do remember before she was on Love and Hip Hop and Wilding Out. She used to do like Facebook videos and lives, and she used to make fun of just being Asian. I did hear that there was a string of people that passed away within like 2 years, and all of them was on one label. But it's a quick. They don't. It's quick. But like, you go to Walmart, they put a life insurance on you. Like, you work at Walmart, they put a life insurance on you. Um, yeah, I seen that she went through it with him. Like, she had to support his mama. It was like, whew. And she was doing it all by herself, like his mama was living there. I mean, there's so much, be honest with you, there's so much you can hide, if that makes sense. Like you can't hide, you can't put a fake situation together very long. But trust and believe, like I don't feel like some things, sometimes some people situation is not overnight. They've been doing some ratchet stuff for a very long time. They just want to get caught. Now, this time he wants to be sloppy, he wants to get caught. But the sad, hey King, but the sad part about um these insurance companies, they have royalty over their music. And that's terrible. I did see that. It made them seem like they was immigrants, slaves. I did see that. I forgot about that one. That was funny. She tried to describe that like they was runaway slaves, girl. I saw that one. That was crazy. But yeah, I don't know. Do you watch Wildin' Out, Bella? I haven't watched it in, I think the last episode, I ain't gonna lie to you, is Emmanuel and Spoken Reasons. Girl, that was a mess. He wrong for that. Okay, yeah, that's the last time I seen it. I was like, and I really wish like some of them did not go off and did Hollywood things because they would turn up like entertainment like nothing. And I'm talking about the, was it Hudson's Brothers? Spoken Reason. Um, who else did I used to watch? I used to like watching it. Zoe. If Zoe, I think he was, he could find himself. I don't think he needs that. It's not. I don't think it was never funny, but also I'm a different age group, so I had a different funny for things. There was a different funny because I feel like after Mad TV went off the air, yeah, after Mad TV went off the air, shows wasn't funny. And that tells a lot because okay, Zoe, I like Zoe. I'm serious. Zoe, you can't unturn somebody, but just let me have one weekend with him. Cause he got like the most beautiful smile. Y'all don't understand. Like Zoe, he is a very good looking man. I don't care about the feminine side of him, but it just that smile is everything. And I'll say this, Bernie Mac. I didn't appreciate until he passed away. That is sad. I know it's sad, but I didn't appreciate him until he passed away. So that was when I was watching. Okay, okay, all right. Yay! I know I'm not a creep now. You like a straight woman looking at it. Yes. He is something serious, y'all ladies. I just don't know. I don't know what woman hurt him to make him turn the other way, but she needs to get beat up, okay? Because there's no way that man got that beautiful smile, and you can tell he got some. Y'all ladies, y'all know he's that kid at school that didn't look right to you for whatever reason, but he was the sweetest thing ever. He's just so good. Look, it's just his way about him. Like he's still a man. Like, come out. Y'all, mafia, don't come for me, okay? Don't come for me. Yeah, like even David Chappelle, like when COVID first happened, I remember just watching Everybody Hates Chris, the Bernie Mac show, and I had like watched David Chappelle and Boondocks. Oh my gosh, I used to watch. I'll watch that show, and John Withers, of course, was like somebody that I could relate to. Bernie Mac, I could relate to. David Chappelle, I think I could relate to. In a way that his humor was making fun of. David Chappelle foresee things now that it didn't actually happen, but he could foresee it and make jokes about it. Bernie could make jokes about um tragedy and certain things that people don't see. So yeah, I can understand when you deep down you need some happiness. And of course, if I'm in a deep depression, I will watch a stupid Lifetime movie that makes me mad, girl. I'll be all up in my house cooking and fussing about that movie. Yes, I was talking about that yesterday. You gotta understand, like you gotta have a certain type of humor. Like Eddie Murphy, like Raw, like most people, it's like, oh, I would never watch Raw Delirious. But you look at it and he laughed about it, you understand it. Like now I laugh at it like, you're right. What you have done for me lately. Yeah, I am. Yeah, you're right. I'm holding out. It's okay. Now you laugh at it. You like, oh, what he's talking about? Yeah, when the Africans they learn like lingos and stuff, and talking about how you get the most ugliest girl, and when she gets to like friends with the American, she changed. Yeah, she's supposed to. You know what? It wasn't Def Comedy Jam, but it was BET Common View. I used to I used to stay up like my parents. Mom, you better not be in here because I don't want to hear your mouth about it. But Comedy View, I used to stay up because it used to come on at 10 or maybe 11 o'clock. I think it was at 10 o'clock. And I used to like turn down my volume and laugh. And baby, that was the original without all the people wilding out. Because they used to have about 5 people that do skits, like maybe like 15 minutes a piece, or maybe like, but it used to be funny. Yes, okay. And you know what? And I miss the fact that he was a big guy, Levon. I used to love him. I used to love when he used to be on there. It's like I look like a glass of milk in a white suit. I remember that. That's something. That's part of my childhood. So yeah, I used to watch that. I used to sneak and watch it. Like yes, I had to turn it down because they had all that big intro. Like what's playing downstairs? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. But yeah, Bernie Mac, I wouldn't say he wouldn't be accepted, but he would have to mold into the new world. And I think he probably would quit. He probably would quit before he molded into something that we didn't want to see. Yes. But besides me rambling, are y'all doing good? Hope y'all are. Okay. But it is nothing. I ain't saying anything. We're supposed to be getting a tropical storm tomorrow. And I was going to do some Instacart, but that one is like, mm-mm. And the people are probably trying to kill everybody for every little inch of bread. That's something I just can't do. Like, I was like, y'all, we don't have bread. We just don't have bread. It's okay. Y'all don't eat that much sandwiches as it is. Okay. So I'm definitely not one of those people that go out. I have some candles and I'll probably go to Dollar Tree to get some batteries tonight. But that's about it. Because I got these, I don't have candles. I have candles, but I don't have a, a great flashlight, one of those big flashlights. So I have these little Pella candles that all you need is battery. So I'm like, okay, if your lights goes out, it is what it is, y'all. And it is. So I already told my kids to say, hey, you know what? They need to have that come back. Like I have the BET, what is that called? On my Amazon. Well, my mother's Amazon. Okay. I have to give her some credit. My mother's Amazon. And I wish they have that back on there. They don't need all those Tyler Perry shows. They don't need all those Tyler Perry shows. Cut off of them. Put Comedy Bee back on. So, and but yeah, I'm really hoping that they cripple. If we have something, it's not like I want to be out of work, but I don't mind being out of work with my kiddos. Yo, I don't know about that. I don't know. Like tomorrow, I probably have to come in, but I get to sleep in a little bit longer. I just be with my kiddos. I love that, y'all. I love when they miss school. I can be with them for a little bit. Because sometimes you don't know how much you miss your children. I'm ramming. I'm going for the storm now. You don't know how much you miss them until they grow up and they start doing things. Like my son, he does acting now, and he is so serious about his script. I'm like, boy, you only gonna get like one line. He's serious about that. He's dead serious about this script, y'all. He's like, can we run through it one more time? Like, no, it's one line. One line, 7 words. But it's so exciting. My daughter, she's getting bigger. So I was like, yeah, if you could just cripple the town, nothing serious, no death, fatalities, and fatigues, um, no death, numbers, none of that. Just cripple it. It's okay. There's absolutely nothing going on. Because I just get that moment with them. Y'all know. because it has nothing really to do with, you just get that moment with them. And I love snowstorms. I had my first snowstorm with my kids. I had just my son and my daughter at the time. And that was the best weekend. I think it was a weekend. It was like maybe she was out of school for 2 days. That's the best week. I felt so good. Oh, I know you probably over there cheering on. I know you be like, oh, I gotta go sit another game. But out of this, if you do feel that way, I feel you. Okay, I feel you. I'm gonna feel you right there because I'll be like, gosh, I'm so tired. But it's just something about just being a mom. I kind of get upset when I be seeing people having babies after babies, and I have nothing to do with the joy of having children. But if you get tired of them and you want to send them away in their room or they're too loud, girl, that's part of life. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's part of life. Like, you're going to miss your mom. What's for dinner? I'm going to miss that. Like, I'm really feeling that I'm going to miss that. I'm like, I be feeling my mom like heartbroken. Like, if I can't talk to her, I feel like she missing it. So I'd be like, hey, mom, let me call you back. And then she gets busy and she be like, what's wrong? You want to talk? I can talk for about 2, 4, 5 seconds. I'm like, nah, I just call you back. But I miss that. I really do. So I always try to give them all my attention. So, Lord, it's a second job. Oh, gosh. Going to a game or going to anything for a child is a second job. And you know what? This week is supposed to have been like teachers' conference and they shut down everything. So I was like, yes. So I get to spend a little bit more extra time with my daughter with her project. It's just, I just think it works for its good. You got to take advantage of the time you have with your children. That's all I got to say. Hey, child, girl. Hey. Girl, we get it. We get it. Even you gave me a mad face. I understand it's coming out of love. We're just chit chatting, girl. We ain't doing nothing. Oh, the girl put him everything. Let him do everything. I said my son went to his audition. So I was like, yo, don't go over there lying. I had to tell him, like, hey, this is your first audition. You are not, you don't know nothing about your sounds and the pitches of, of singing. You do your best, but you got to be honest, right? And he said, well, what's the point of lying? I was like, well, because people lie so they can get their part, or they can get in the audition, or they can get a call back. It's like, oh, he's like, I see. And I was like, please don't do that because you're not gonna get a call back. Just be honest. All right. Because they're gonna ask him, hey, do you have an acting coach? Because even though this is like a small town play, I feel like some people are super serious about their children and acting or children and dancing or singing. Baby, they had the acting coaches at the door for the auditions. And the acting coaches was like, hey, can we get the script real quick? He was like, no, this is just a first rundown. We'll call back, or, you can come back and do an audition later. But they was They was at the door, okay? They was at the door waiting for that audition, the script, so they can run through it with those kids. So I was like, it's not that serious. I just want you to have fun. That's all. I just want you to have fun. So Ty, are you having a jam on Friday so I can go through it? Now I just sometimes I have to be. Is it how do we do this? Like Bella, you've been on this thing for a very long time. How do we do this? Do we go on like we respect a YouTuber? Do we try not to go on live the same time they go on live? Is that a respectful thing? Girl, you be jamming out and I be loving it too. And sometimes I you know how you have the radio on? I catch you at 5 o'clock. I'm driving home or whatever time you come on jamming. I'll listen to you before I listen to the radio. Okay, all right. No, because sometimes it has nothing to do with stealing somebody's view or anything like that. It's just like because one day I was on live with another person, and I was like, I hope she don't take it now. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not that big. She's bigger, but I do see some people coming on my side. Okay. But I want to get on vlogging, but I don't know how to work my camera. You were like, yeah. And I paid $600 for this darn camera. And now I know people spend more money on cameras, but that's a lot of money to be just sitting on a shelf at this time. He was like, girl. So, yeah. Oh, I do see a lot of people doing that. I'm like, hey, somebody's on live. I'm like, yeah, I won't do that. And sometimes if I support them, I'll probably get off my live. No offense, y'all. I probably would get. Yeah. And y'all come. And y'all watch y'all watch it later. It is what it is. And I'm trying to build my personality on here. I am. You your personality, like if I listen to my old one, I was like a deer in the headlights doing like my first vlog. But now I'm getting the hang of it because I feel like I'll be able to talk to a camera and I feel more comfortable talking into the camera now to vlog. Because at first I was like, what? And I really appreciate you. I really do. Thank y'all so much. Hey, love. Girl, I love everything I am a big supporter of Ty because she's so smooth. Like, y'all, I'm like, okay. She's smooth. She ain't harsh. Some people, they can be a little harsh. And then also, it's like energy, certain energy you bring. You have a bad energy, and her energy and her live from people is so all the way around. That's her energy. That's her personality from her life, and that's all I want. I don't need enough. I don't need all that extra stuff. Because at first I wanted to read everybody that was mean to me in my comment section, and then like, never mind. It's not even worth it. But I just, I had to learn how to have my personality as Elizabeth, not somebody else's. Because it's easy trying to manipulate 5,000 people. It's very easy. Like, you can go ahead and manipulate somebody. You can take somebody's whole identity. You don't even know it. Yeah, you have to start. You have to, you can entertain it for like 2 days. Like, just say you're good. You get a few viewings, or you get a few, comments and stuff. But but sometimes well, you know what? I didn't realize that majority of the time you're gonna have haters. You're gonna have haters. And you know what one day bothered me? Somebody had typed, "Oh girl, you ugly." And I was like, "Bitch." And then I had to think about it. Bro, you in shades. Let me see that lazy eye. Okay. Every picture you do, you in shades. Okay. Let me see that lazy eye. You calling me ugly? Okay. You in shades. But at first you have to understand people isn't for everybody. It's okay. You just gotta have a I just had to realize I got a voice that somebody it can help somebody. But y'all, I'm trying to figure out who I want to talk about on and it's getting October. So every Friday I want to do Fright Night on Friday night. But I'm trying to figure out who I want to talk about on Friday. Because I was thinking about talking about Jim Jones, but I don't know yet. I don't know. I want to talk about somebody that's scary on Friday. And not like a Jason or nothing like that, like a real life, you know, character, a real life person that's freaking scary. And you know what? I watch Forensic Files. Um, I watch Forensic Files. I watch Daily Women. Y'all, I be like, my kids be like, oh, mom, are we about to watch Forensic Files? Like, they come in my room at night. Yep, you know it. And they stay up and watch it. My daughter, she first got her love for like horror and stuff because of Forensic Files. I think so. Now she loves horror films. Or she likes looking up the history. But you know what? I'm thinking about doing. Not the doo doo. Oh no, please don't use that. I haven't trademarked that yet. No, I'm just saying that's just a word. You know what? I'm gonna tell y'all who originally had doo doo. Okay, my elder son. That's he became my heart. Like, that's my elder son. But we used to call him Doo Doo. Like, and I say, "Oh, come here, Doo Doo." And my parents hated that nickname, y'all. They hated it. So I was like, I like it. Anyway, you can spell it Dew, right? Doo Doo, like the dew on the grass. He's like, no, it's still shit. And I was like, I love that name. But now I have to stop calling him Doo Doo because I don't want him to be like, what's your name? Doo Doo. Like, I don't want him saying that. So I was like, little Ever, come here. But yeah, I'm gonna try to do Fright Night, and I'm gonna start this week. Yes, I know, and his name was Doo. In English, the YouTube kid, um, his nickname was Honey Bun. I always call him Honey Bun. So, but they hated Doo. They hated it. They was like, come here, Doo. So that just stick. Sometimes I have a hard time, have to break it out because I can't call him Doo. He's one. It got to stop. It got to stop. That name got to stop at some time. You gotta stop calling him Doo. Hey, Planet. Anybody out here that's on the East Coast, I am praying for you because it's traveling up, and I know that my mom has to evacuate with her team. I think she said tonight. So, because they stay on the coast in South Carolina. So I'm like, oh. Well, we just getting a tropical storm on my side tomorrow. So I already told my second job, I was like, hey, if it's raining too hard, I can't come. How do we do that? I wouldn't mind doing that. Who remember Halloween Town? Oh my gosh, I'm old. Okay. Those movies gave me life as a kid. Hocus Pocus. I'm going to tell you my favorite. What was my favorite Halloween movie? I don't think it was Halloween Town. I forgot what it was. It wasn't like a scary movie. It was like, I forgot what it was. But it was like a kids show. But yeah, that used to be my favorite. But yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that. I just gotta play with my screen. Like, I have to play with it. But yeah, I have a couple of ideas. You know what? I was thinking about content. Like, I always hear people say, what do y'all want me to do? I see not just like Jazz that we see her saying, I see a lot of YouTubers be like, yo, what do you want to see me do? And I'm like, just think outside the box. Just think about something that somebody hasn't done and write it out and do it. Because if I was a blogger, like not just October, I wouldn't do like October things all the time, but like November, I could see November. Like you can't do it every day because it might cost money, but every week you can take the video and donate $5. Like, what's $5? $5 is $5. You can't even really get a meal anymore. Okay, you can't even get that. But I'm trying to figure out $5. What can you sacrifice for $5? But you can go to like one of your local stores and you can go by every week. You're doing, what is that called? Hauls and stuff. You can do a $5 give a box for Halloween every week in the month of November. If you are a YouTuber, you don't have to do, big stuff. You don't have to do giveaways. People just need to see humane behavior. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to go out and put a camera in somebody's you know, in somebody's face and say, "Here, do you want $5?" You don't have to do that. I barely, I think that was like a movie that we had to watch in school that nobody didn't pay attention to. That's a movie we it was like 2 day a 2 day movie and nobody didn't pay attention to. Y'all know those y'all remember those school, they'll put a movie up there in a heartbeat. It'd be like you be watching this movie for like 3 days. Like I think we watched the Scarlet Letter for like 3 days. You know, if you're a YouTuber and if you are a vlogger, yeah, you're a YouTuber and it's Thanksgiving, you give your you give yourself time to take you and the older kids, not like younger kids, to a shelter and you give away food. You serve. You know, you don't have to, you can talk about the experience, you can ask the kids about it and stuff like that, or you can even record setting up or cleaning up. You can do that. And that is very great content if you're doing Thanksgiving for the month of November. It is easy peasy. Then you can go and celebrate your family and feel nice and cozy. But I just don't understand these people with needing content every year. I'm sorry. I had to drink some water. But it's easy to have content on YouTube or definitely make something your own. You don't even need to do a haul for Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving and Christmas, you should not, you should get away from, like, if you're a YouTuber and you're doing vlogs, you should try to give away from showing off too much. Like, oh, this is what I'm feeding for Thanksgiving. I'm doing things. We basically know what everybody eats for Thanksgiving: turkey stuff and everything you don't need. Yes, the book was worse. Now ask me. We all back then. My kids said they don't read out loud, but back then everybody had to read out loud. Oh gosh. I think we was reading out loud from probably when I was in the 12th grade. Like I swear I was reading out loud for a very long time. Like, hey, stop. You read the second paragraph. What? But yeah, we used to, oh, that book. That book. Oh, that book. Scarlet Letter book was terrible. The movie was worse, but I definitely have to say the Scarlet Letter book was the worst. Cause I swear we was reading that book for like 25 days before we got to see the movie. So yeah, that book was terrible. So I don't know. I have some ideas for the month of October, but again, I can't do it every day. But I can definitely do Fright Night on Fridays, and it will be starting this Friday, the 30th. So y'all check me out. Um, but I just don't know what I'm gonna do. I know what scary person. You know what, love? I'm gonna tell you. It wasn't the fact of reading out loud was for me. It was like I got bored listening to other people read it out loud because there's nothing wrong with, some people read the way they read and how fast or slow, but it just was like mumbled to me. Like, so if the teacher ever, I'll probably have to go back and read if we had to do like 6 questions about it and comprehension of the chapter that we just read. But that's about it. And then if you was very smart, you would go ahead and read your paragraph because you already know that teacher's going to break it down and tell you who's going to read the next paragraph because she probably go by the row, like up and down the row, right? So if you knew how it was going to work out, you just go ahead and read yours and just be chill. Like me. See, I was not a good reader. I was sidetracked. I was writing letters. And you asked me the truth. You want to get the truth, the rawness. I was writing letters in 6th, 7th grade, and we had the organic thing that we used to make it into a square and we pull it. Then we had, I don't know if y'all ever wrote letters, but we used to have like this whole sheet of subtitles of what's going to happen. So it was always name, date, time, subject, um, song. It was a list of nonsense just to write a letter, right? And then we'll say, "Hey, I'm in 3rd period," and da 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 da. And then we'll have this big thing says "drop to the point," y'all. One of my friends dated a guy out of prison, like he was in jail, and he wrote her a letter. Why did he have that drop to the point, girl? I died laughing. I died laughing. I said, "You seriously want to have a conversation with this man?" Girl, she was serious about his phone calls. No, not the rebounds. Girl, I understood. But yeah, I was tickled because we used to do all that crazy stuff. So now when I have my son, I can easily influence him. So I was like, this is not the correct way of. I don't know if y'all ever saw those kids that that lowercase I, and then they put that big old circle. I tried to tell him to do that. He was like, no. I said, everybody's doing it. That's the correct way. See, yeah, I mean, certain things like that will help, you know, definitely you to read out loud and pronunciate. That's the worst thing. That's the reason why, and I probably have bad grammar and punctuation, but that's probably why a lot of people sound like they're idiots on YouTube because of their dialogue and just how they speak. Some of them might not be idiots. I would say a lot of people are not idiots. They just don't speak correct, speak well. Love, you remember the drop to the point, those letters. I swear. And pack of paper used to be like a quarter. My mom was like, "Why you need some paper? Why you? I just bought you like 19,000 packs of paper, and it's only 2 weeks of school." I've been writing letters. Girl, I think I had a lit childhood. I feel like I did. I don't know about nobody else. I feel like I had a lit childhood. Now my poor kids, they don't be going nowhere because of my childhood. My childhood is so lit. I know what's going on now. I had a discussion like this one girl. She always invite me and my kids, but it's like one day I came over there and her kids was in the back room, and it was like a bunch of kids in the back room and the door shut. And I noticed that. I was like, y'all not going to check on the kids? They was like, oh no, they're kids, y'all. They're kids. I'm gonna be honest with you. We was kids. And tell me, I'm gonna tell you this. We wasn't doing no kid like things in that back room sometimes. They was playing house and they was doing weird things as kids. So I'll be like, So I'll be like, no, my kids can't come over there. No. Oh, we having a party. You can just drop them. Nope. Mm-mm. You keep those doors shut so you don't hear what the kids are going, doing. Gosh knows. Cause I don't know if y'all have kids that talk. My kids talk. They tell me everything. I'm like, do I need to know this? Like my son gossip, like not a bad way. Well, Bella, it. I don't know about y'all, but some of us grew up with literally one TV in the house, and that TV was run by the oldest or the person that had the most authority in the house. Some people they's like, yeah, we had a TV. Very seldom. I think I had my own TV in my room when I was in high school, and the rest of the TVs they was in the living room. Like my parents only had one TV. And I was like, how? Now I think about it, like, how in the world did we survive? Like, ugh. How did I survive with one TV? Exactly. And we didn't have cell phones. We had landlines. So landlines was worse because you can only be on the phone for 15 minutes. What? I thought I had some strict parents, but no. I'm thankful they were who they were. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. See, and I'm gonna just say this. That's the reason why you don't have a lot of kids. That's the reason why. You push them aside and you let kids tend to kids. That's the reason I don't. Mm-mm. And that's before, because can we talk? Are we grown? We're grown. Hope everybody under here is 18. If you're not, get out. But you probably won't. But when I was a kid, and I'm going to talk about my childhood for a minute. It wasn't my parents' fault because they think it was innocent. Okay, thinking it's innocent. So you're going to somebody's house and they say, "Hey, the kids can go in the back room and play." So you have Denisha over here wants to be the daddy, and she looking at you like you're the mama. You know what to do, okay? And you got to tell the nation, I'm a girl, the nation, I'm a girl. You have to tell her that. Just like Damien he told, what was his name? Cat Williams told told Damien, I'm a boy. I'm a boy. I think he felt that part, y'all. How if y'all haven't seen Friday After Next, yeah, I think he felt something when he did that part. He relived something in his life, okay? But yeah, I just don't do that. But that right there, that's the reason my kids don't do sleepovers. They don't do, yeah. Because all it takes is you allow your kids to, do certain things. And they watching, and it gotta be some child that got through puberty. That's not like a typical what age? That child has to be through puberty, right? They don't just get that at 5, or they have to get through puberty. So I don't know when boys typically go through puberty. I don't know, but yeah, you just don't do that. That's just and and how she said it was like it was normal, y'all. And how she said it, they just found a little bit, girl. That's not normal. A little bit of that should never be in somebody's mouth. Well, if you are a grown assent adult, yeah, but not a kid. I don't care what kid. Well, I don't care. The child could be tomorrow 18. That should not be in her mouth, and should not try to be justified with a little. And love is probably due to the fact that she's open to it. There's parents that's like, that happened to me, so it can't be that bad. There are parents that's actually like that. You're not the only one that's going to ever get, used or abused, so they think, oh, it's normal. Whew. See, I wasn't really, I was watching somebody's vlogs today, and they said that her kids was taken away. I heard it, but I just thought it was this YouTube drama, YouTube conversation. So I didn't put two and two together, but I'm glad they are taken away from her. Because I know people like, where have you been? You haven't, no. Ever since that came out of her mouth and it was a recording, I stopped watching. I was not trying to be a victim of a crime. Okay. That's definitely gonna make me a victim to a crime. What was not victim? I'll be a culprit to a crime. I'm good. No, I'm good. I can't believe that. But to each his own, y'all. Keep having those babies. I just fear for those kids. Child, with that happening and other stuff like that goes on, I just fear for those children adulthood. Because you don't want all her girls thinking that is okay. Having, so many kids that you can't take care of. But if y'all come back on, she said it so casual. Something similar happened to me. And it's the reason why I don't trust my children alone. See, that's the reason why. Mm-mm. You're on the same boat. Because be honest with you, I now you think about it, like me as my childhood, children shouldn't be knowing how to do certain things. And definitely not towards the definitely not in certain ways. Children shouldn't learn that. Like I still don't think it's cute to see like kids like booty shaking and dancing on TikTok and stuff. I personally don't think that's cute at all. So I'd be like, and it'd be like certain things like, oh my gosh, y'all just overthinking it. No, children should not be doing that. It's just like, and I did see this. I don't know if y'all, you said blah, right? Okay. I do rock with blah. Um, Blah had showed, and I saw it too, and I was freaking grossed out. So, Lady Bling, she might be a very good person, all that, but I just don't like how she sexualized her son. Can I say that on TikTok? She does. She allow her son to do certain things, and it don't look good. It just don't. It looked like, you do know we have predators everywhere, right? So why are you having your son shake his tail on the camera? That don't look right. But it is called click and view. That's the only thing that matters. So if they have to do that for a click and a view, that's what they got. But I just feel so disgusted seeing a little boy. I feel disgusted seeing a little girl. But the boy, and then he did a split. I was like, you know what? Stop the madness. Trust me, if you had a childhood that you was exposed to something so early, it does something to you. You look at things different. Some people, again, now I think Blink said something about, she had some childhood trauma. So she seems like the type that, well, I had it. My kids can do it too and they can get over it. But I just feel like that's different. You should try to outweigh, you should try to stop, a certain thing. But yeah, I used to watch her, but I was like, I can't watch you. I don't know why you did this to this little. And it's like how she parades her daughter. Like, yeah, my daughter's a lesbian. Like, girl, she's just going through puberty. Why would you even force her to do that? And like I said, force. You grooming her to do that. Why? So she don't get pregnant? Because you think she likes boys. I really think some of them like, I think her daughter likes boys. But moms would, she seems like the type that she would try to groom her daughter for two things. So she don't look appealing to her husband. Can we talk? She don't look appealing to her husband because they will do that. Or she don't want her to compete with her because she's a girl. You get what I'm saying? Y'all, I was like, I'm done. I feel that way about her now. So I stopped watching Lady Bling. I unsubscribed because I felt like something's in your mind ain't right. And that's just how I feel. So, but y'all, if y'all on the East Coast and y'all dealing with this tropical storm, please be safe. Get your water, get your get everything that's going to make you excited about being in the house. If you can stay in the house, if you can stay in your house, get you stuff that excites you, because I know I will tonight. But y'all have a wonderful night, and I'm going to brainstorm for tomorrow night of who I'm gonna speak about. But y'all have a lovely night, and thank y'all, Bella, Love, King, Planet. Thank y'all so much for like being here with me tonight. Have to be consistent, y'all. That's the key. Okay. But thank y'all so much. And y'all have a wonderful night. And I'll see y'all, beautiful people, later. Bye. Hold on. I'm sorry. No, it's business, not personal. It's calm. Good night.